The Giants season is officially over. We talked about it after a couple bad losses, but this time, after this game, especially with that quarterback getting hurt, the season's done. Now it's time to look towards the draft. Now it's time to look towards who's going to be the next quarterback of this team. And if you didn't see it, man, Daniel Jones tore his ACL. It was confirmed this morning. They were fearful of that yesterday, during the game, after the game, and it just got confirmed this morning. And we'll touch on Daniel Jones in a second, but if you're a Giants fan, where did this team go wrong? Like, what is the one thing you will key on with this team not being well and not playing well to the ability that they played to last season? Last season, this was a team that was showing grit, showing toughness, coming back in games, finishing games, and winning a playoff game ultimately last year. And now, what a difference a year can make, because now we're sitting at 2-7 after losing to the Raiders in embarrassing fashion. You know, one of the things that we could have hang our hat on was this defense. This defense looked a lot better the past couple games. And in this Raiders game, you cannot tell, not one bit. You couldn't tell if this defense was really top 5 or top 10 because they were able to do whatever they wanted. Now, did they go to Devontae Adams all the time? No. And they still killed us without him. Still killed us without him. Josh Jacobs doing whatever he wanted to do. They started a rookie quarterback against Wink Martindale's defense, and we let them put up 30. It's a bad scene right now, and that's been the song of our whole season. Every game, every loss just felt bad. It felt worse. It felt worse. And after coming from that Jets game last week, you know, we were all a little sour, but with getting Andrew Thomas back, which some people are not a fan of this, but getting Evan Neal back, getting Daniel Jones back, we had some hope, and maybe he had another chance to really prove himself. And sadly, he went down with that ACL injury. Now he's going to be out for the rest of the season, and you have to bear in mind, was that his last quarterback start for the New York Giants? Was that his last time being the guy, the franchise guy in his first season after getting a deal? What this season unfolded to, I don't think I ever would have imagined it. Ever would have imagined it. A lot of things did happen, but in my opinion, I thought we added a lot more talent. We were able to compete a lot more. And we just haven't been that. We haven't been that team last year. And you can argue, and I'm going to save this for another video. I'm going to make another video on why that playoff win was probably one of the worst things that could have happened for this team. Because if all this happened last season, we would have been okay with it because we're a rebuilding team. But after doing what we did last season, and after adding talent, you expected them to play a little better, if not play at least the same. And no, instead we're sitting here at 2-7. Our quarterback just went down. Our second string quarterback is down. And right now, I don't know if I can bank on us winning another game. Just being honest. I don't think I can. And now there's going to be half of the fandom, half of the fans for the Giants that are going to be happy about that because they want another quarterback. They want the Drake May. They want the Caleb Williams. And I kept saying that this team is not that bad where they won't win multiple games heading down the stretch. But if they start Tommy DeVito, which it looks like it will be him for the rest of the season, yeah, we're not winning a game. We are not winning a game. And, you know, for some people, they're ecstatic about that. You know, top 4 pick, top 5 pick. We hold the number 4 pick right now. And they want to get their quarterback, and I don't blame you. You know, I just want these dark days to be over with. And after a day like yesterday, I just thought to myself, and if you didn't see my YouTube short, I did upload it, and I said, what did I do to deserve this? Like, literally, what did I do to deserve this? I'm a little sick right now, but I think I'm also just sick of the Giants overall because I don't think I can recall a worse time to be a fan than now in my young life as being a Giants fan. I don't think I've seen a worse time than now. Joe Judge was pretty bad, but Joe Judge didn't have the same expectations that we had for this upcoming season. Like, in terms of how good this team looked last year, we're going to build on that. Joe Judge was not on that level. Now, Brian Daboll, the offensive guru, is coaching the worst offense in the league. Mike Kafka, the worst offense in the league. I don't think I could have even expected that. Now, Saquon Barkley's my favorite player. We probably should have traded him because after the season, he's probably not going to be on this team, and we kind of lose him for nothing. Xavier McKinney, him being a captain and speaking up about how the leaders feel like they haven't been heard. The season is crumbling down. And there is no trade deadline looming. It already passed. There is no trading away players. So whoever's here is going to be here. And they're going to finish out this season. And it's still 9 more games to go. So we have to sit through 9 more games watching a third string quarterback and watching this putrid offense against other teams. It's a bad taste in your mouth, man. And overall, when you look at what we stack up against with every other team, this is just the same thing over and over again when it comes to being a Giants fan. It's the same thing over and over again. We continue to lose out. We continue to start off bad. You know, other players go to different teams and they ball out, but for us, it just does not work. And I know this turned into like pretty much a venting session on being a Giants fan, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Where did we go wrong this season? Because I can tell you, heading into the season, I didn't expect this type of reaction to happen to this team. I didn't expect this type of record to be happening for this team. And overall, losing to teams like the Raiders in this fashion after they fire their coach, after they bench their quarterback, and you get 30 balled, there's no pride. Where is the pride? There's nothing that we could have hung our hat on after that Raiders game and felt proud about, felt happy about, anything to look forward to. Overall, man, when it comes to Daniel Jones, I love the guy. Overall, I know a lot of people do not like him, but he had to put up with a lot of crap in New York. A lot of bad stuff around him. Signing a guy like Kenny Golladay and he can't even catch a cold. Having the worst offensive line multiple years. We never set him up for success. Now, I'm not giving him any excuses. He is what he is. And it's a shame that we're probably going to go away from Daniel Jones thinking, you know, what if? But half of the people also know that there was no ceiling to this guy that was worth keeping. There was nothing to Daniel Jones that was worth keeping him over another quarterback or another top quarterback is going to be in the draft. They did pay him his money after a year that he had, his probably best year statistically last season in terms of wins and also just the numbers that you want to look at. But overall, Daniel Jones always handled the media perfectly. He was a leader in the locker room. You never heard anything bad about him from anybody else, anyone that's played with him, so on and so forth. And overall, man, he's a tough son of a gun, man. That's not even my vocabulary, but that's what I can say Daniel Jones is. After I'm pretty sure he tore his ACL in that first play, he still went to take another snap after, and that's when he ended up falling on himself. People were making jokes saying that he sacked himself. That's just terrible class from other people. But overall, Daniel Jones was still out there trying to help his team win. That's all he's trying to do. Now, he didn't look sharp yesterday, but I'm not going to kill him for that either. We just know the time is done, man. The time is done. If the Giants end up with the top 4 pick in this upcoming draft, they're definitely going to get a quarterback. Whether they stay at 4 or whether they trade up, which I definitely think if they want to get their guy, they can trade up. When you look at a team like the Bears, do they want to draft another quarterback or do they want to keep Justin Fields? Because they have that Panthers pick. The Cardinals don't look too hot either. They're definitely probably going to take a quarterback with them giving away Kyler Murray probably soon eventually as well. Overall, some of you fans wanted to look forward towards the draft. Here it is, man. Before even Thanksgiving, we're circling the date for the draft because that's the only thing we can look forward to, man. It's rough. But if you haven't already, subscribe down below. Road to 10K still active, man. Like the video. Comment down below your thoughts. This might look a little different. Once again, I did move out and I do have my own place now. So Juke Studio will have its own space. And I'm looking to get that situated shortly. It's just a Wi-Fi situation. Them getting Wi-Fi in there is being very annoying. But stay tuned on that. I have my own space and I'll be live a lot more videos coming out shortly. If you haven't seen my last video, it was actually me in the car because I'm just trying to still provide content for y'all and also cover this team. And even with them being 2-7 and being one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the league, I'll still be dropping videos every single week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I will catch you on the next one. I guess let's go Big Blue. Peace.